Hello, this is Rucgard and welcome to my channel. I am playing VoidTrain. This can be found on both Steam and on Epic Games. They had an update recently in December that added some automation and changed the game up as far as the materials needed. So I think it's worth another look because originally this game, the main complaint was it was rather grindy. So hopefully with the automation and the other things they updated will make it less grindy and much more fun. Now I did bypass the original starting cinematics just to get down into the nitty-gritty of the game. You start off on a trolley, and back here you see there's this machine, and that is just mainly to prevent you from going backwards. In this game, you can pick up material, and it's basically a lot like swimming, and you're swimming in the void. So on the top right, that is the crest line, and I'm currently needing to pick up the diary, which is right here. Typically, in the quests, you see that triangle kind of looks like an anarchy symbol, or if you're a Warhammer player, like an upside down Skaven symbol. Well, that just tells you what you need to finish that quest. So the journal basically collects all the information of your game, of the notes and things you've collected.
Of course, such an inventive mind wouldn't have any trouble figuring out the mechanism of a simple trolley.
And I'm going to take the trolley off the brake.
Well, pretty much. Try pulling the other lever.
And switch the trolley to go forward.
All right now, just slowly.
Now, what I like to do is I don't like speeding up the trolley, and that is mainly due to, I'm going to try to capture one of those animals there. It did get me some leather. What I found is if I'm attempting to collect material, if I speed up the trolley, it just goes too fast. Now you see these plants with this wind emanating from them. That just pushes you in that direction. And you also get these other plants that explode in the void. I think it's a relatively neat concept. I do like the environment. I think it holds a lot of possibilities that they can tap further on in the progression of this game. It's kind of like Raft in a way. However, I think one of the main things that people like about Raft is that you've got to build your raft from scratch. This has a little less of that construction aspect. And there's really no reason to make any decor. And you're usually using all your space in crafting and chests. It would be neat if they would take a page from the Valheim playbook and give you some sort of reason to make those. Oh, I got seed, looks like, from that. What did I get? I got some organic seeds from that animal. That's interesting over there. Now, what I've seen in this game is you're on these rails, but every time you go through the void, this void sequence, it almost looks like you're in the same area, just on a different path, so you could be closer to certain things with a different color atmosphere. Right now, I can't go to the islands. There's usually no reason to, except on certain witch islands that holds a mini game that allows you to get a chest. But that's farther down the road on this game. Again, I'm opening inventory to make sure I have inventory spaces to collect more items. Again. Okay, now I got some fat from that creature. So it looks like there's mainly 3 items to collect at the very beginning, and that is scrap metal, wood, and chemical. And it looks like thus far from those creatures, when I pick them up, I've gotten some seeds, organic seeds, some leather, and some fat. So with a nondescript, just like in the beginning of Raft, you're mainly focused on collecting material. Now again, I could speed this up, but when I do, I find it harder to collect the components. So it's almost a choice. Maybe if I get some automation going, I'll rely heavier on speeding up the train than I do right now. I would really like them to make more biomes to progress through, because it's literally always the same biome. You could say that with Raft too, but I think the main pull of Raft, where it doesn't get monotonous, is you're actually building your raft, and you can build it on multiple levels, and that would be interesting if you could build multiple levels on the train, but you're only stuck to only one level in this game. Now that blue orb in front of me right now, that is a train dock. When I enter it, I'll be transported to the train station, and those train stations are dependent on what your game level is. I believe the game levels dependent on where you are at on the crest line, but I do not know for sure. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the train. It's kind of like this mini game.
Is the author some kind of scientist or inventor? I hope he's not too upset that we stole his train.
No, didn't get that one. Okay. That actually opens up another quest. As you can tell, when if I try to collect material, it's a little bit harder because, as you can tell, I'm not keeping up with the train very well. I'm going to go ahead and try to pull up to the train. So usually I don't speed up the train any because I'm focused on collecting the material. It is a good looking game though. And now we're going to be transported to the train station.
Of course, I didn't expect to be greeted with balloons and fanfare, but where is everybody?
Okay. So I'm gonna look around, and again, just follow those symbols. Had a duck there. Avoid the steam. Now to get over there, again, it's like swimming. You would think that you'd fall, but you don't. Okay. A little bit of parkour here. I missed.
Poor thing. Well, the goddesses of time and fate
Okay.
can't weave a long life path for everyone.
I can't pick up the
Well,
revolver until the
at least
narrator
you don't
completes
need a
his
revolver anymore.
statements here. And that is just your base weapon. You got infinite ammo on it. Doesn't do too
Who do you
great.
think this skeleton was? So many diagrams
So
on the
it's
table.
best to find
It's
another
probably some
weapon
kind
as
of
soon as
design.
possible.
Well, used to be.
Okay, got the blueprints.
He left the combination in the safe right out in the open. That was a great idea. But don't ever do the same thing.
And we're
okay?
going to open the safe. I'm going to pick up this
I got
blue
an
toolbox.
idea. We're gonna need those parts soon.
Okay. Again, look around. And I'm just shooting the boards so I can progress.
Now about my brilliant idea and the details. The
Okay,
console
now this
console
train console allows us to
is mentioned there in the train
upgrade the
update.
train.
I'd tell you what to do about it, but I
We
have
can't
no idea.
add the wagon because we need to find that one toolbox. But we can upgrade the wagon. So you just hold down and we've got that upgraded. Now, to perform further upgrades, we need those resources to continue upgrades. So right now I don't have anything particular I can do. I haven't unlocked any constructions, as you can see. And the modules, we already have all 4 of those modules. Now I have found use to add more brakes to the train, so that means that if I'm far away from the front of the train, like in the rear area, like the caboose, I can stop the train there instead of running all the way back when I have a larger train. So that is that. So I'm going to go ahead and leave the depot. And we're going back out into the void. And I am going to stop right here, put on the brake. That is a leech. And what that will do is attach itself to your train and slow you down. But I shot it in time. Got some leather off that. So right now I'm going to go ahead and build a research table. Now I can rotate it. You can also move these. That's built by getting, let's see, your hammer out, just the N key. As you can see, I can deconstruct it using an F, but I can also relocate it with using the G key. So I'm just going to continue with the quest line here. So I'm going to go ahead and open this and research the smelter. Then build the smelter. Just going to put that there for now. Okay, here I'm supposed to smelt an iron bar. Now, I have to add fuel to this. I'm going to use the wood because fat is used for another recipes, and I want to keep the fat I have there. Now, these recycle buttons, you need to find junk in the void, and that just recycles the junk into those bars. So that's what those are for. I can smelt an iron bar and a copper bar. I'm going to go ahead and smelt a few copper bars right now. I'm going to craft 5 of them. You only have one work zone in the first smelter, which means that if I don't pick this up, I'm not going to be able to make anything else because, you know, that zone is filled. So I'm going to research container 1. And I'm going to go ahead and place a container down. No, I need an iron bar for that. So I'm going to pick up a few more. I'm going to go ahead and place that down. I'm going to place 2 down. These actually have 4 spots each. They can get expanded later, but you just start out with 4 slots. So I'm going to research and build a workbench 1, but first I think I'm going to fill those in so I can place crafting benches and the like in this area. Okay, I'm going to craft the workbench. And I need another iron bar for that. So I'm going to just add fuel enough to make an iron bar. Now the copper, you need a scrap metal and 1 scrap and 1 chemical. As you can see, it takes 10 fuel and 10 seconds. The iron bar takes 2 scrap metal and also 10 fuel in 10 seconds. Let's place the workbench down. And this is, again, the recycle button are for when you have junk. You can recycle junk into these items. And right now I can craft a gear, bolts, and a spring. So that is the current status of that workbench. Now in the research table, to go onto the next phase, I only need to smelt a copper bar. The decor is random. You don't have to research decor to go to the next phase, and you do not lose out on opportunity because these buttons, you can go back to those items. So whenever you want to or are ready to research those, you can at any time. Go ahead and add another fuel. And I'm going to craft a copper bar. Actually, I'm going to add another fuel and see if I can add another copper bar to the mix. As you see, I cannot. Oh, guess I can. I guess that tells me that the zone, as long as it's the same item, you can continue on with that. So that's cool. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, now I'm on stage 3 of technology. And that is the basic needs. I'll need a wood, copper wire, and a string. So, and I can get a +1 inventory slot in all containers. That's useful. And the rest is decor. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this this episode right here. Thank you for watching. Until next time.